The concept of little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. And when the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans' offense will come out first. So often, Michigan State is the other team in terms of attention, but boy, when they blew out the Wolverines last year, they just soaked it all in.
And it made it that much sweeter, no doubt about it. They've been talking about this the entire year long. Not just did we win, but we embarrassed you, and we did it on national TV a year ago, and we're going to try to do it again today.
And they don't want to be a once-in-a-while winning squad. Like, they want to take over the state of Michigan. They know they're looked at as the little brother, and they don't get as much respect. You want more respect? Go out there and do it again. Big blowout win last year. Come out and get another win this year.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job on the defense covering that thing up.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it, and you can tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble.
Makes a grab and room to run. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. And the Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Under fire. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
He'll throw it. He's got the tight end. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Off play action on 1st down. Quickly complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Wants to throw it. Right down the middle. He's got it. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. The Spartans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The play-action fake. He caught it. Running through contact. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And man, this offense was sitting in such good position. I like the play call. I like being aggressive, but if you don't have something open right away, throw that football into the ground. Don't take a sack and now back yourself up and make it hard.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got twirled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights, and that's going to tie it up.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Underwood. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to return it. There he goes. Open it up. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Wants to go right back downfield. Out of the backfield, he's open. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. He's going for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. He'll try to tack on one more.
I I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Cutler. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first. Still running at the 40. Running free. At the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. It'll be third and short from their own 33. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down in the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He wants to go deep. He's got it on the outside. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Spartans have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They're going to run it to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning it on. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. The moments, the big plays from rivalry games like this one etched in your memories, and here are some that I'm sure will bring back some warm and some heartbreaking memories. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Might be calling a hot route. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They're going to test the right side with this one. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
These third downs, man, they're critical down in distances. When you have mobile quarterbacks, it's just so great to know that, one, they can get it throwing it for your offense, but two, if it's not there, they can take off and scramble and generate big plays as well. This guy now, because of his athleticism, he's got the offense knocking on the door inside the opponent's 10-yard line.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. We want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Michigan State sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. He's got it again. Here's a little room there. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Motion from the wideout. Gonna run it. It's good. Makes it past the marker. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Defense looks as if it's coming. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan Trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on this? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
Got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets and the helmet. And you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So here comes the Michigan offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Here's Underwood to throw. Floats it out in space. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And that's a really good job by the defense. Sometimes when you play man coverage on the back, man, sometimes your eyes get lost and you start looking at the quarterback. He didn't lose vision on his man. He saw him break. He broke with him, broke on the football, and did a great job getting there and being physical and getting that guy on the ground.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's good. Might have a chance. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage play.
Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartan!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Underwood. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Here's a heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Quick strike complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line and scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker, it's good. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Now Michigan State wants to stop the clock. It's their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's good. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
I caught up with the Michigan coach at the half. He is not surprised this running back hit the Heisman pose in that mid-celly. He said he is continuing to be such a big, dominant figure on the field. He loves that he's got the confidence to strike the pose, but more importantly, have the kind of ground game that deserves all that attention. We'll see if he keeps it up here in the second half. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Throwing, Underwood. Got the back over the middle. Snags it, and he's open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Underwood on the play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Wolverines are marching down the field. Running to the left. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
And he's knocked down. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short.
Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22. Danger.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got it. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here. When you have a red zone weapon like this dude, use him.
Yeah, and when you get in this area and you've got that big...
Back's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Michigan. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The run inside. It's good. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. Nice move to keep running. Bounced off his feet.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Looking to throw for it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Here's Underwood to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. There he goes. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Underwood. Picked off to stop the threat. Inside the 40. The 30. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Throwing, Underwood. He lobs one high down the left side. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. Gets the first himself. Hits the afterburners. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the option. The pitch. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Rushes on him. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Reporting from the Michigan State sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered. Over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. This game is decided as we check out the Week 11 scoreboard. Top 12 teams in the country. Of course, all of these teams playoff contenders. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the catch, and he's free. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Wolverines! All into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. Extra point, anything but routine. It's good, and we're tied here in the 4th quarter.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Running inside. It's good. Breaks into the open. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Runs through a tackle. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved.
Makes the grab in their space. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. And the Spartans will punt this one away. Now on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Running behind that left side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Here's Underwood to throw. Sends it downfield. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Michigan. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down, they kept chopping wood, they found a rhythm, and in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Reporting from the Michigan State sideline, developing situation down here with their running back. He has struggled to hold on to the ball today, and trailing in this game late. We'll see if the coaches continue to...
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The RPO, it's complete. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Keeps it himself. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So here comes the Michigan offense. So the defense sets him up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. There's some room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. So the defense uses a timeout here. 2:08 remaining on the clock. They didn't want it to get down to the 2-minute stoppage. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Timeout on the field. 2:03 remaining. The defense trying to manipulate that clock and maximize the time with the 2-minute timeout coming up. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. He's going to throw deep right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the try is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they're able to get back on top of the ball, but they are still in a world of hurt. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Oh, a lot of space. Powers through. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. Everybody wants the big play in this situation, Jesse, but he was smart. Catch, 1st down, out of bounds.
Yeah, you just got to know where you are in the field, right, Reese? Great awareness by the receiver, making the catch, getting out of bounds as fast as possible.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up on tempo. They're ready to do it again.
It's complete on the right side. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's Michigan who once again will take home the mighty Paul Bunyan Trophy. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.